twist off's just not as satisfying, dude. This
Prove
really
it.
makes me sad.
Oh, there's just something about
Bud Light.
goddamn
Coors Light.
boy. I'll tell you.
I like myself Coors Banquet here and there too. Tell you what.
I love me a good banquet, man. I really do.
Hell yeah. I just like beer.
I'm a big beer guy.
Yeah.
Not really though.
Hey, someone's like, "Hey, want a free drink?" I'm gonna be like, sure."
I have this really bad problem of buying everybody fucking drinks when I'm hammered, dude. It's a terrible issue, dude.
I remember that.
I don't think that's an issue for me.
No, not really.
Dude, all I do is just start buying. I'm like, yeah, I want a drink. You want a drink?
Let me buy you a drink.
I'm like Oprah,
You
dude.
and
I
your
don't
third
really
cousin
know.
want a drink,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
let's
I mean,
drink.
I mean,
you get a drink.
me and my third cousin might want to do some other things too, but you
I
know.
also.
No.
And we in Alabama.
With Cedar. In Alabama.
Oh, Montgomery.
Oh, Montgomery, Alabama, boy.
Rip. We miss you already, Cedar.
We miss
Shout
you,
out
Cedar.
yeah.
Come back. Well,
Oh, man.
I'm Mitch Garrett,
I think I'm Nolan Miller.
I'm Chris Sims, baby.
and this is the Quarter Life Crisis podcast.
QLCP.
Follow us on Twitter.
Instagram.
And should we get in the Instagram game? I don't know. I mean, we could.
We have
That's
plenty
just
of possibilities.
another social media that I have to manage. So like,
Very
but,
true. Very true.
Yeah, follow us on Twitter, on
On the
Facebook.
fat twatter.
I think it's the same on both. So
Yeah.
it's right above us.
You
If
can
you're
find
watching
us.
The video. Welcome to the video. We're
YouTube.
getting really good.
Dude,
YouTube.
have you seen our analytics for YouTube, dude?
No.
We're at like 8 subscribers now.
9.
And
I think it's 9.
9 now. When I checked it last night, it was 8.
Yeah, dude.
And then on top of that, it was like a 900% jump in the amount of views we've been getting on like all of the videos and everything.
That's
Damn.
like,
So
Yeah.
we went from 1 view to like 10.
well, no, it's like
Hell
22
Yeah.
average views on videos, and now retention time has gone up to like another minute. So now it's
Good.
like 6.5 minutes instead of 5.5.
Bro. Yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, back to our Twitter and Facebook. The handle, if you can see it, and you can see it. Yes, you can see it. But if you're listening to this, it is at the QLCP. Welcome to the show, baby.
Yeah, we're here. That was quite an intro, Nolan, but I think you have quite a bit of a segue to start us out with this episode.
Before we get there, though, Chris made a good point, a very important holiday just occurred.
Ooh, gobble gobble.
We just had Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
How was everybody's
Gobble, gobble.
Thanksgiving?
Good old American holiday.
Dude,
Stuff yourself with turkey and stuffing.
How was it, Mitch?
Great.
Thanksgiving was great. I really just needed a good home cooked meal like that.
Dude, right. Yeah.
It was so nice. We had 3. We had,
You guys have a lot of people?
oh yeah. So we go up the street with the Clears,
Oh, yeah.
and it's the Clears, us,
Their neighborhood's like a
And
big
then-
family like
yeah.
mine is, dude. It's dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
and then Decat's.
Oh, nice.
So we had 3 different types of turkey. We had whatever I'm drawing a mind blank right now on what you do when it's just in the oven, like not broiled, but like just
A baked turkey?
baked. Is that what you
Is
call
that
it?
just a turkey, though?
just
Oven
I think
roasted turkey.
roasted?
Oven
Yeah, roasted. There
roasted
we go.
turkey.
Yeah, it's
oven
roasted.
roasted turkey.
And roasted, and then our family brought a fried turkey.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, that's my favorite.
I don't know if I've ever... maybe I've had a fried turkey. I don't know if I have.
I want to try it.
I know that
it's bomb, dude.
Yeah, dude, but I know like all the fires that were happening because people put way too much oil in it and then would just drop the turkey in. And
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
Dude, we've been frying turkeys now for 10, 15 years, sometime in that
Nice,
ballpark. So
nice.
my dad is a seasoned veteran when it comes
okay.
to frying
Okay.
turkeys. And then the Endicott's brought smoked turkey. So we had,
Ooh,
Yeah, dude.
bro, yum.
and then just everything else you can think of.
Oh, of course, dude.
Yams.
Dude, yeah, mine was actually pretty low key, and I loved it. It was my mom and dad, my great aunt, and her son, because her son lives with him.
Mm-hmm.
Or her son lives with her, whatever. And then it was me, and one of my roommates, Kyle.
Oh, wow.
Haley was at her boyfriend's family, and actually one of my dad's coworkers also came too. And one of
very
my
nice.
coworkers and his girl was gonna come, but it fell through.
Huh.
But I don't know. It was super low key. Watch basketball and football, man. Like same thing though. I just got like one huge fucking plate.
And I finished the plate and I was done.
Yep,
Same thing.
Same. What about you, Chris?
I went off to Marin, oh, God damn it. Marin, Iowa, just outside of Cedar Rapids.
Marion.
Sorry.
Marion. Yep.
God
yep,
damn,
yep,
I cannot speak. And had a little good old turkey time with Sarah's family, her mom's side.
Nice.
Different. It's a big family. I think her mom has like 6 siblings.
Oh,
Dude,
wow.
I know all about that.
I do not.
Yep.
So it's different for
Who?
me.
My dad has.
Oh yeah,
My
yeah.
dad has
Makes
6
you-
siblings.
Wow.
So it
So-
was.
And they all showed up. Everyone was there.
Yeah, it was about half the people there, but still, there's
And
a lot of
still
people.
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
felt
yeah,
used
Because
in
you
it,
have
yeah.
their kids, you have
Yeah.
their kids' friends, maybe, and like so, it was decent food. Like I miss my mom's cooking.
Oh,
not gonna
dude,
lie.
yeah.
Oh,
Man, bro.
For sure.
Yep.
But yeah, it was cool to see that side of family and see, I guess, Sarah in her own natural habitat.
There you go.
Because she acts different when she's actually around people she knows.
Really?
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. I mean, she's a little bit introvert, so
Yeah,
I
she's
I
get
mean,
it.
there's nothing wrong with that, but
Shout
I don't know.
out
I
to
feel like
introverts.
she's fairly open around us.
Yeah,
so.
true.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I don't know, man, dude. I always just love Thanksgiving because it's just like you just literally just have a
Gorge.
weekend to do nothing, and it's like I literally didn't do anything for Thanksgiving, and that was the best thing about it is that I was just around people that you know that I love, and I don't know, it's always cool.
It's always a good time.
And can we also just get a quick shout out to the mother effing Hawkeyes beating the damn Cornhuskers,
Yeah,
bro.
go Hawks.
That was a good game,
It
bro.
was
That
a really good
real
game.
game.
I
Were you drunk?
no, I was. I mean, I was.
You started at 9.
I mean, you drinking?
I drank. I was definitely.
we
in
drinking or we drinking?
I was definitely in a better state. We had really good seats too. We were underneath an awning, so we didn't get rained on at
Oh,
all. So it was
nice.
really nice. It was really upsetting to. I just thought there was really bad play calling for Nebraska in the first half of the game. Like
Yeah.
every time, I'm just like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
And then we finally started getting our shit together in the second half, and it was just on both sides. I just felt like some of the I know the real controversial stuff was the one catch where he brought it down, and he landed on his back, and then it bounced out.
Yeah.
Some people were saying that wasn't a catch, and it
Yeah,
was a catch.
yeah.
Technically, it wasn't because he didn't carry possession all the way through.
It was, but yeah.
No. No. And then, but there was also I know there was a very blatant holding against a Nebraska player, like an Iowa player was holding a Nebraska player. That didn't get called, but there was it was back and forth. There was definitely things
Yeah.
at the game you see, and you're like, that should have been called on both sides. Like I thought, in all retrospect, it was a
It was a
very
good game.
It was
It
a
was a
very
good game.
fairly called game,
Yeah.
and Nebraska just couldn't get their head out of their
Yep.
ass. And
Yep.
the very end, my dad called it.
They missed a very
when-
blatant targeting against Nebraska.
That
but
wasn't
whatever.
that wasn't targeting.
Oh, it was.
No, okay. At the
was.
game,
It was.
No,
No,
it
yeah,
was
it was.
shoulder
It
pad
was.
to shoulder
It was.
pad. How's that
It
targeting?
wasn't. It
Oh, we
wasn't.
get it.
No, it was literally.
They didn't call it,
The great
but
debate.
they missed it. They
No,
missed
they
it.
did not miss it because that was not targeting. I'm sorry. Targeting has to do with the head and the neck, and it was 2 shoulder pads colliding. Yes.
Okay. Either way, the Hawks won, and the thing that I didn't like was Scott Frost did not everybody's thinking that he's not a leader at all because he put the blame on the previous coaching staff and
Really?
the
I
players
didn't
that he
hear about-
recruited. Yeah, dude, it's really shitty.
I don't know. I'm still salty about Pelini getting fired because that man did.
Yeah, dude.
Seriously, he won 9 games at minimum 9 games every season. They're
Yeah.
still like, you said some mean things, so we're gonna fire
Yeah.
you. Fucking
Yeah,
Christ,
dude.
Wow.
dude.
They fired him after going 10-2 on the season.
Is it 2019? People be doing that
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
shit
yeah,
now?
Oh,
True.
sorry. This is kind
True.
of so these are just my cousins on my dad's side.
Yeah, dude. That's a good ass family
Jesus
for
Yeah.
sure.
Christ.
So if you want to talk about, and I don't even, I know
Yeah,
there's.
that's just the cousins. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I think there's 2 cousins in there that aren't pictured.
Oh
Maybe
my
one.
God.
Only
Yeah,
one.
Tyler's married now, isn't he?
Yeah.
You're good.
There goes Taylor sneaking across.
Oh, Taylor, what up?
Jesus, that's a lot of cousins.
Yeah, man.
And like I said, that's just my dad's side. So
But yeah, good Thanksgiving for everybody.
Oh
then?
yeah.
Good,
You
man.
betcha.
Other than the Huskers
Good.
losing.
Yeah,
It was
bro. But
pretty
I
good.
mean, every single year it's the same. So it don't matter.
Don't remind me, dude. Don't remind me.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, going back into kind of just like the random stuff that I wanted to recap a bit. We've talked about it a couple times here, and I don't know why I didn't think of bringing it up before now. But we talked about, if you've ever been to Iowa before, you probably know what RAGBRAI is. We talked about the controversy with Carson King and all that, and it ended up splitting up the ride. RAGBRAI is still its own thing, but they recreated this Iowa ride, which is going to be the week before RAGBRAI, I believe, or week after, one of the two. Mm-hmm. And RAGBRAI goes from the Missouri River on the west side of Iowa to the Mississippi River on the east side. But now this Iowa ride is going from the east side to the west side. So the Mississippi to the Missouri, which kind of, I don't know. Overall, the Mississippi is a cooler river, I would say.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I don't know. But it's going to be cool. I don't know which one I want to ride in, but I don't know.
Do both. I mean,
Dude, that's a lot. That's vacation like a mofo. I ain't got time for that, dude.
Because all I can think about is now you're just, for the people who have nothing but time on their hands to do this stuff, you are now doubling profits of everyone that's along this path. Because isn't it following the same path?
No.
It's not the same path.
No, it's not the same route.
Okay.
So it's not the same. It's a different route, which is good because I felt like if it was on the same week, because that's what the original rumor was, that it was going to be the same week, and it's like, dude, it takes a toll on these small towns to be able to host all these people. Let alone you would have to double up all of that, double up the police force. Like that, it was just going to take a huge toll. So I'm glad they worked all that out. Hopefully, we'll see what happens though. This might be a really weird year for it because of just the chaos. I don't know.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes open this summer.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, if you want a fun ride at either one of them, I'm not going to say that RAGBRAI isn't just as fun, but either one of them. If you're ever in Iowa and you want to ride like 400 plus miles on a bike ride.
If that sounds
in
fun
a week,
to you.
in a week, if that sounds fun to you, come to Iowa, baby. I'll see you on the road.
See, I'm not much of a biker, so I mean, if they had something for like longboarding, that'd be cool.
You
I
could
could
longboard.
do
People
motor.
do. People. What's a one wheel? What's that thing called?
Unicycle.
Unicycle,
Seriously? Oh my
RAGBRAI.
God.
And the thing about a unicycle is, there's a couple of them that do it every year. The thing about the unicycle is that you're constantly pedaling.
Yeah.
Like when you're going down a hill, you can't just coast. You gotta always pedal because it's one.
Is there a world record for that yet?
For
Dude,
what?
All I have
For
to say,
unicycle distance.
I don't know.
At one time, oh my
Probably.
God.
all I have to say is, sorry, Mom. Fuck that.
Yeah.
No.
Damn.
Riding a unicycle from one end of Iowa to the next.
Dude, yeah, that just sounds scary more than
That
anything,
just sounds-
bro.
No.
Yeah.
Because like just one rock and you just biff it on your face or on your
Nah,
back.
bro, they got pretty wide tires.
Do they?
They ain't bad.
I haven't seen a unicycle in years.
I mean, I don't know if I've
When's the last time you saw a unicycle? Last year?
RAGBRAI.
College.
How about college?
Yeah, there's always one weirdo that has a fucking unicycle, dude, for sure.
My neighbor,
Laffy,
Laffy
yeah.
had a
Laffy?
unicycle.
I saw
Oh my
Laffy
God.
on RAGBRAI though, so that's funny, dude. I really did.
Was
I
he one of the
really did.
dudes on the unicycle
Nah, he
just
wasn't. He
cranking
wasn't.
away?
Getting after it.
Damn, dog. No, that's...
So yeah, it'll be fun. I don't know.
man.
Just moving right along, I have to kind of correct myself on this whole Colin Kaepernick situation that we talked about. I was kind of ignorant about it. So I was watching some more videos, doing a little bit more research on the situation, and so they have this contract in place for this workout.
Yeah.
And supposedly the NFL changed the contract like hours before the workout was going to happen. And they changed the writing on it so that if he signed this contract, that he was never able to sue the NFL again for anything at all. So like pretty much taking rights away from Colin Kaepernick of like, if they did him wrong at all, that he would have no right at all to do anything about it, so the NFL could do whatever they want. So then his team was like all iffy and bad, but that's it. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Legal issues.
Yeah,
and
it was
pulling the string.
It's wild.
Dude,
man.
Roger Goodell is a robot.
Dude, Roger Goodell's a POS, bro.
Yeah, again, that doesn't change my
He's
statement.
the NFL commissioner, by the way.
Okay. Sports.
Yeah, sports.
He is
Sports.
like
Sports.
the head honcho of the NFL, and he's a straight up robot, dude.
Yeah, he is.
Robot. Like
Yes.
Zuckerberg.
He's like the Zuck,
Hey, did you guys
but
hear?
stupider.
You guys hear about Messi? He won his like
I saw that,
sixth.
yeah.
What's it called?
I don't know. Is it a?
Bandor? I don't know what.
I have
that
no
was.
clue.
He got a
I'm
trophy.
not
He
gonna-
got some trophy for the
Did they
sixth
butcher
time.
his face again?
No.
well, that was Cristiano
No, that was
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
Oh,
it
that
was
was
a
Ronaldo,
statue,
never
right? It
mind.
was a
Oh,
statue,
that
right?
was so hilarious.
Terrible. Yeah.
I
It was a
think, I
statue.
think it's beautiful because I hate Ronaldo for some reason.
Just because he's better looking than you, bro.
No.
That's false.
Because he's a fucking little bitch.
Oh wow. Okay. All right.
You-
Well,
have you
he
seen him
didn't-
flop? Have you seen him
yeah,
flop?
I mean
Come
that's
on,
every
man.
soccer player ever,
Hey.
bro.
Hey, have you seen me play soccer?
I haven't.
Okay, good. I might
Damn,
flop.
dog.
What's up?
I don't know what is up, Nolan. How's
You know-
life,
you
man?
know what's
How's life,
fucking
Chris?
up?
What's up?
You know what's up? Because there's a good old thing after the good old Thanksgiving that we hate, which is Black Friday.
Oh, dude.
So this Black Friday, I was
Ooh.
like,
Okay.
you know, I've been eyeing a Nintendo Switch for so long.
Ooh.
Ever since it came out.
Yep.
What do they got here? They got some bundles. They're not super amazing, but
Okay.
I feel like
You know-
they never are.
not really. No, they kind of because like you really don't even get a sale. So you know, I was like, screw it. You know, it's that time of the year. I've been eyeing the Switch for 2 years. Walk on into GameStop. I'm like, I'll take one Nintendo Switch, please. Spent money on it.
How
Got
much?
like about $300 for the console. It's the
Okay.
newer version though, so it
Okay.
has better battery life.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not the light, is it? It's like the full switch.
It's the full Switch.
Okay,
so
good.
I can.
I was about to
can
say, if
put it-
you bought a light,
Yeah,
I'd go grab
no.
that light and bash it over your head.
Yeah, no, I understand. So yeah, I can do everything. I
Good, dude.
Can put it up to a TV. I can take it portable with me.
That is
anywhere I
like,
want.
dude, the Switch. I think we yapped about the Switch for the longest time
Probably.
on one of our podcasts of just like, dude, that's like the most innovative thing ever, bro.
It's fucking
Like,
amazing.
That's wild.
I'm not gonna
I
lie.
think, man. Like handheld. I don't know, man.
pretty
It's cool.
pretty good money spent. Like I can put it up to the TV, and then I can just when I'm like, oh, I guess I'll just go to bed. So I just take it up to the bed, play for a little bit.
Meowdy.
Dude.
Exactly.
Dude, and the other thing that I really wanted to talk about, November flew by, bro.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
When you start drinking again, dude, it kind of just like
just all blurs.
blurs
We
together
found the
and
key.
start going.
To staying young and having time go slow, don't drink.
Yeah, don't drink, don't do any drugs at all. Just stay sober your whole life, and your life will be fulfilled by slowness, bro. I don't
Damn,
know.
dude.
Yeah, did you guys feel that too? I felt like
Oh,
November
for
just
sure,
flew
bro.
by, man.
all
No,
that
I-
booger sugar just helped me get
God,
right through.
Jesus. Yeah, no. Oh, my
Someone's died.
Oh, wow,
Is
that
that
came out of
Bud
nowhere. Yeah, November it just kind of trucked on by. It still doesn't feel like it's December. I
No,
still
it
feel like
doesn't.
it's November.
yeah, dude, for sure.
I can't believe Christmas is in like 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, I mean a month.
Oh
yeah,
God.
I haven't done any shopping yet at
No.
all.
Same. Haven't done shit.
I'm probably gonna start shopping on the 20th because I get paid on the 20th. I've already got all that worked
I'm the
out.
same. I'm the same.
Yep. What are we getting into here, Mitchell?
Well, today I was a lazy piece of shit when I got home from work
Oh, that's what I like to hear.
because of a little something called Halo.
Ooh.
So,
Oh.
Where's the Gregorian chorus at?
exactly.
So today's topic is all about video games and dealing with playing video games nowadays. Not that we don't just have, hours to burn on end and managing like what games we want to play and just the game industry as a whole.
Yes.
But, yeah, so the Master Chief Collection is coming to the PC. For people who don't know what the Master Chief Collection is, it was originally released for the Xbox One in 2015, I think it was 2014, and it encompassed the 4 main Halo games, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it remastered the second one for the Xbox One. So the first Halo had already been remastered on the 360, so that was included. And then they remastered Halo 2 for the Xbox One, so it looked even better. And then Halo 3 and Halo 4 were bumped up to 60 frames a second at 1080p. Textures were redone and stuff, but they didn't really redo anything. It was
Okay.
just those 3, and then they ended up adding Reach and ODST to that collection as well. Master Chief Collection was broken.
Oh God.
It was a hot mess when it was released. Still to this day, it has some issues, but for the most part, in the 3 years it's been out, 3, 4, 5, however many years it's been since it's been released. Holy fuck.
Dude, we're old.
Yeah, I know.
Video game wise, I mean, we're old.
It was our
Yeah.
sophomore year of college.
2016?
That was like 2014, I think.
2014.
Dude.
Yeah, 2014. Damn, yeah, Jesus, I'm old.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Chris, what about you? Were you a Xbox guy or PS4 guy or PlayStation guy growing up?
They're
Did you play-
way, way back machine? My first ever actual console was the Xbox.
Okay.
the original Xbox.
The original Xbox.
Oh,
what
hell
you
yeah.
have right there.
Hell yeah, brother.
That was my original console that actually started off, and then I had the Nintendo 64 as well, and then I switched to the PS4/Sony.
Okay.
So I started with Microsoft, went to
So
Sony.
did you ever play Halo?
Oh yeah, I played Halo 2. That was my shit.
Okay. Because
Back in the
I've
day.
never been on an Xbox. Mitch's ass was always spoiled and had every video game
Okay,
system.
that's
ever.
not true, but
Shots fired.
Okay.
Shots fired.
Mitch had the Xbox, the 360, PS2, PS3.
I know, no,
the Wii. Dude,
no,
Mitch was a
I
spoiled
also
brat,
want
bro.
to say, in lieu of this
Jackie.
episode today, the first PlayStation was released on this day 25 years
Yep.
ago.
Today?
Today.
Yep, today.
The
20.
original PlayStation.
The original PlayStation.
Holy
1994.
shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's 26 years ago, isn't it?
25. Because 2019, December 3rd.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's, okay. Wow,
Yeah.
dude. Wow.
A year before.
Isn't that the
Mhm.
number one?
The PS2.
PS2 is.
Not
okay.
home console. I think technically the Nintendo DS is the best-selling handheld console. I don't know. The numbers are kind of gray, but it was God, how many units? It's like the PS2 didn't end its life cycle until 2016.
That is
They were producing
wild,
PS2s
bro.
from 2000 or 2000, so they probably started producing them in 2000 to 2016. 16 years.
Oh my God.
Wow, dude, that's dope.
The last game released was some FIFA soccer game. It was like FIFA 14, I think, for the PS2.
Wow.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Jeez.
But yeah, I don't know. I was always a Sony guy. I did have I had a original Nintendo. I think that was the play. I don't know. Excuse the timeline. I think we had original Nintendo, then a PlayStation. I had a PS2 and a Nintendo 64, bro.
Okay.
Mario Kart on the Nintendo 64 is just
Yeah.
out of this fucking world.
I had neither one of those, and you're calling me spoiled?
And
Oh.
and then PS3, and then that's where I end. I think
That's
I'm
where
gonna-
you ended,
I-
PS3?
Yeah, dude. I think because then I started moving in with my roommate, like college roommates and stuff, and
Yep.
they all had
Had
PS4s.
yeah.
And well, I mean, we'll get into it a little bit here, but like, I never don't touch my fucking feet, Mitch. I never,
He knows.
I never like. As I got older, when I was a little kid, I mean, I used to play like Underground 2, like no other, bro.
fuck.
That was one of my favorite games of all
I've got
time.
it sitting over there in that
Yeah,
cabinet.
dude. Oh my god, don't get me
Drag
going.
For the
Racing.
OG Xbox.
But I don't know, man. As I got older, I've always like I still like video games and stuff, and we'll get into it some more here. But like, I play my couple games and I'm like, I'm good, and then I won't touch the gaming system for like 5 months. I don't know.
Mm.
Damn, dude.
I just don't have
Wow.
the drive anymore. I don't know.
I don't think
Wow.
that's necessarily a bad thing.
It's not.
So you really think I'm that spoiled? I will let you in on the whole storyline of the consoles I had growing up.
Mitch is
And-
that spoiled, but yeah. Okay, let's go.
Spoiled?
So, it all started back in the 90s. Oh, Coors down.
Oh, dude, she emptied, boy.
She
Empty.
It all started when my dad's really big into gaming, and he was looking at getting us a console
Dom
because
loves some video games,
oh,
bro.
he's
Let me tell you.
dude, he just went over 1,000 hours in PUBG.
Oh my
Yeah,
Dude, he games, bro.
Fuck
Don
yes.
games,
That's just one
dog.
game, PUBG. He plays PUBG all the time, dude.
Yeah, dude, he's hard for it, bro.
Dude, so
Sounds like me in Insurgency.
he went out and we started renting game consoles, and the 3 consoles were the PlayStation 1, Nintendo 64, and then the Sega Dreamcast had just come out. And the Nintendo 64 was immediately out of the running because my dad was like, cartridges, not dealing with that. Nope.
Which is bogus, because I love the Nintendo 64, but whatever.
I guess. I don't think my dad's ever been really into Nintendo. He's always been a huge Sony guy as well, too. I think that's what also helps like persuade his decision towards the PlayStation, which was later on. But so it's between the Dreamcast and the PlayStation, and my dad saw that the PlayStation was not only cheaper but had a bigger library, so he ended up going with the PlayStation 1, which is a good thing because the Dreamcast, unfortunately, ended up falling flat on its face.
Yeah, for sure.
Because no, that would have been like, if the Dreamcast was an option, that would have been like 99 at earliest.
I don't even remember the Dreamcast. Do you remember
Nope,
the Dreamcast?
not at
Yeah,
all.
I don't
Nope,
either.
Not on my
It
radar.
was at the very ass end of the 90s.
Anyways.
So, and then once the PS2 was announced, and that's what was so crazy. My dad was like, PlayStation 1, we invested in the system. We got controllers, games, all that fun stuff. And what are you doing? You're like,
Just itching, bro. I got an itch,
I
bro.
thought you were like listening
Damn,
for something.
relax over here, bro. I'm just
Like you're
minding my own
you're
damn
freaking me out. You're
I'm
like
just trying to hang out
damn.
with my friends.
You're like,
record
what is
podcasts
going
and whatnot.
on over
No, I'm just being-
here?
Dude, he's tweaking. He got that
I'm
meth in him.
Dude,
He's
I'm
fucking
literally
good.
just being judged on my own podcast
Yeah,
right now.
behind the
Jesus,
scenes
bro.
action for future
But,
Nolan and Mitch.
But anyways, so went into this whole entire system, and then so the PlayStation 2 was released in 2000, 2001. And my dad was like, PS1's fine. We're good. We don't need the new console. And a year or two later, so the Xbox was released 2001, and a year or two after that, my dad was like, because my dad's huge into PC, specifically Microsoft, loves Microsoft. He's like, Microsoft has a console? We just dumped hundreds of dollars into this PlayStation. Let's get an Xbox. So we got an Xbox, and we had that Xbox for the longest time. We had no other console. It was only the Xbox. Never had a PS2, never had a GameCube. I played plenty of the PS2 because Zach had a PS2. So I played a shit ton of PS2 at Zach's house, but it was Xbox. And the crazy thing is, when I look back at the like video games growing up, there's 2 game series in my mind that are like, to this day I still play and I hold very dearly to my heart. One is the Crash Bandicoot series, and the second is Halo.
Woo!
And I will never forget my first experience with Halo was Zach's brother, which Nick would have been like when we were in kindergarten, first grade. It would have had to have been like first or second grade. So Nick would have been like 14 to 16 years old.
Yeah, for sure.
Him and his buddy were playing Halo on the original Xbox, and Zach and I went and watched him play it, and it was the very last mission of the game. They had worked through the campaign and everything, and I'm just like, big green dude in an armor suit, like blowing up aliens. I'm like, this is fucking cool.
Yeah, this is the shit.
And Zach and I, like, to this day, still play a ton of Halo, and, like, that is the one game that, like, throughout all of these years, like, Halo. Like, so we had the Xbox for the longest time. The next console we got was the Wii.
Yep.
And
I remember that.
That was 2007.
Bro, you guys remember when the Wii, you had to get a special Netflix disc strictly for the Wii, bro? Like there was like a regular DVD did not work on the Wii, dude.
You had to get a disc, and it had the application. They ended up changing it where you could actually just download the application. But at first, you had to. The PS2 is the same way. In certain regions, specifically Brazil, and that's why the PS2 lasted so long. You had to have a memory card because it install a small file on there, and you put the Netflix disc into the PS2, and as long as you had an internet connection, you could browse on your PS2.
That's so wild, dude. That's
For
so
stuff.
wild.
Whoa.
Anyway, so you got the Wii.
So we got the Wii in 2007, and that was I guess that was another game series because with that Wii we also got Guitar Hero.
Yep.
Guitar Hero 3. And as you can see what's sitting in that corner, that is the same Wii we got 13 years ago, and same
Holy
guitar
shit.
13 years ago. Yeah.
And that baby's still running like
Oh,
a
yeah.
charm. You know it
Dude,
is for
and
sure.
Guitar Hero, again, is another one of those games I absolutely love. Not just rhythm games, but Guitar Hero kicks
Yeah,
ass,
dude. Guitar
dude.
Hero's so sick, bro.
Oh, love Guitar Hero. And then had the Wii for a couple of years, and then my brother and I ended up getting a PS3 when we were freshmen in high school.
Okay.
And that was
I think I got it this summer before you did because that's a story I can tell too.
Yeah. The PS3 was the last console my parents ever bought for us.
Nice.
So
Okay.
the 360 we ended up buying. That 360 was bought off of Zach for $100. A couple of years, that would have been like our junior year of high school. Drew bought that Xbox for $100 off of Zach.
Nice.
And then the rest of the stuff I've picked up over the
For
years.
sure.
I bought it the PS4 with my own money. Like I said, the last console we were ever bought was the PS3 from.
Nice.
It was Christmas of 2009, I believe.
Nice.
Modern Warfare 2, baby.
Oh,
my God.
Yeah.
Dude, remember when
I
I
literally,
We'll get
I
that's
literally
another story,
went.
too. That's another
I
story.
literally went out because we got it Christmas Day. And the first game I bought, I had to take my parents to GameStop because I wasn't old enough. And bought Modern Warfare 2. That was the first thing. I'm like, Modern Warfare 2.
bro,
That's the game
classic.
everyone has. That's the game I want.
Classic. Dude, that brings up a couple stories that I'm
Yeah.
about to tell. Chris, you go for it, baby. What'd you grow up on?
Okay, so definitely the Xbox and the Nintendo 64 are my first ever actual consoles.
Dude.
So I played those strictly and like only. And then I got to a certain age where I was like, you know what? I want to get myself something new. Because my friends have PS2s and whatever else. And so I was the odd one out because I had Microsoft. So it came to the time of new consoles, and I was like, fuck it, I'm buying a PS3 with all my friends.
Okay.
I got Uncharted. I
Oh.
got
Yes.
Battlefield. Was it Battlefield 2? No, Battlefield Bad Company 2.
Oh, yep.
and Battlefield 3 and shit. And that, oh my God, so many good times just coming home playing that shit. And then Skyrim came out too.
Oh,
yeah.
my God.
Man.
Yep, I remember Skyrim.
Good
Yep.
old fucking Skyrim. And then I guess just a quick backtrack. Cedar and I became friends over Morrowind
Yep.
on Xbox.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Yep.
That's a fucking great game. It's kind of hard and it's a little different from Oblivion and Skyrim, but good Elder Scrolls game. Highly recommend it. $7 on Steam, I think, right now.
Shout out Steam.
Yeah, shout out
Steam
Steam.
and
Thank
shout
you
out
for the-
Valve. That's
Yeah.
gonna come later on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope, because there's some big news going on there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So then after PS3, I actually kind of stopped. I didn't get anything. I moved in with friends who had PCs and PS4s, and I was like, God damn, I need to get on this train. So now, currently, I have a PS4, a PC, and Nintendo Switch.
Hell yeah, bro.
Nice.
So I have
bro.
all the different things I
Nice,
need because
bro.
I never had a Nintendo really except for the 64. So to play Nintendo games is kind of different for me because I never grew up on Nintendo.
Okay.
It's a
That's
new
dope.
world for me.
The Switch is cool, dude. That is
God.
cool.
I wish I brought it over. I'm just playing right
I was
now.
about to
What?
say, you bring up a good point because my parents never bought us Nintendo consoles. My brother and I both did have Game Boy SPs and Nintendo DSs.
Oh yeah, I had a Game Boy too.
But
Yeah,
we
one
bought
time.
those with our own money.
Okay.
Yeah, for whatever reason, my parents were just like, with the handheld consoles, like the SP was like $100, which back then when you're like 8
You had
or
a
10,
DS too. You had a 3DS, didn't you?
No, just a DS. So I had
Oh,
the
DS.
SP, so it was the Game Boy Advance with the flip screen.
Because I remember, dude. I remember
Mario
Hartford,
Kart.
bro.
Mario Kart.
Kart. So Carlisle School District, like,
Yeah, dude.
Our
It
middle
bred
school was in
gamers.
our dude. Hartford was our middle school, and Hartford was like, I don't know what, 7 miles away from
It
Carlisle.
was about a 10 to 15 minute drive.
10 to 15 minute bus ride. So on the way to Hartford and on the way home from Hartford back to Carlisle, all these dudes. See, dude, my ass with my cerebral palsy, I never got I never got handheld because like I can't fucking play them. It's useless. So, but these dudes, like all of my friends had DSs, and they would do a LAN party. And we would play Mario Kart on the way home from Hartford, and it was just so funny, dude. That
Yeah.
shit was wild.
Well, and that
I
was the
remember.
crazy thing.
That was like 5th grade, bro.
Fifth
It was
grade?
so
Yeah.
cool.
It was guys and girls, and I remember
Yep.
one time it was so packed. We had 3 separate races running of Mario Kart, and those held up to 8 people a race. So there was
Wow.
6.
Dude,
bro.
No, there's 24
It went
Nintendo
hard,
DSs
bro.
of people racing.
It went hard, dude. It
Of,
went hard.
and that was in one bus, so there was 2 buses. We were split
Yep.
up into 2 buses because there was 100 and 120 of us somewhere in there. So out of those 110 to 120 kids on a single bus, 24 of them were playing Mario Kart, dude.
The whole bus, dude.
That is awesome.
Yeah, dude, it was so sick.
Yeah, so that was like, and that was like every day, Monday through Friday.
Every
there, back,
day, dude, it
Mario
was
Kart all the
absurd.
time.
Dude, and I remember, this is totally random, not video game related at all, but that 5th grade year, we have to talk about this, dude. The same exact day, you're not going to believe this shit. On our bus, somebody had Fig Newtons.
Probably fucking
Somebody
has
had
like Matt
big,
or something.
Fig Newtons
Fig Newtons.
and figs for like, I don't know, just whatever. There was a fig fight on our bus. So, like, we were throwing Fig Newtons at each other. It was just hell. On the other bus, on the same exact day, somebody had, like, a bunch of M&Ms or something. It was like, bring food to school. So, each bus, because, like, the 5th grade was split up. They had 2 buses. 6th grade had 2 buses, whatever. The middle schools each had 2 buses. The 2 5th grade buses both had some sort of food fight on both buses. Dude, I'm not even kidding you at all. Our principal brought the whole entire 5th grade class into the gym and like was threatening to like suspend every single one of us because we were all part of the fight, dude. It was so funny. You remember that?
I remember having to, when people were throwing silverware away, and whoever threw the silverware away was sick or something, and they wouldn't let us go to recess, so we got stuck in the lunchroom. They kept us in the lunchroom, dude. I remember that shit.
Yeah. Somebody
God.
threw silverware away in the garbage, and then they found out the next day, and they were like, yo, who threw this silverware away, blah, 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 blah. And everyone was like, yo, it was fucking Mitch Garrett. And Mitch was sick that day.
It wasn't
so,
me, but
and yeah, no,
Yeah,
it wasn't.
yeah.
Understand.
But like the principal was just like, well, nobody's going to admit that it was them. We're like, no, they're sick. Like, they're
Call them
literally
up.
not here. Call their mom right now, dude.
Well, there was that.
Dude, Carlisle was just fucked, man.
Remember, wasn't Matt Umfleet that tossed the chocolate milk and it someone in
Maria,
the face?
dude, it hit Maria Knudsen. Dude, it was wild.
Those
It
little
was
like
wild.
cardboard chocolate milks, open
Yep.
it up and
Yeah, just yeeted it right. Yeah, okay.
You just that fetus.
But getting back to it, I had the Nintendo 64, the PlayStation 2, but the way that I got my PS3, I'm a scammer, dude. I'm a scam artist. No, I'm just kidding. But my 8th grade, I think it was 8th grade, when I got injured on my knee.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I put my knee through a pane of glass. I had put a hole through my patella tendon. I have a big old scar on my knee that you can't see right now because I got pants on. But it's like a U shape, whatever. My parents, I was in the hospital. My parents ended up bringing a PS3. They were like, oh, my dad and my sister and neighbor, whatever, were like, hey, we're going to go get food, blah, 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 blah. Like 2.5 hours later, they come back with a PS3 for me because I was going to be bedridden all summer. So they bought me a PS3. I legitimately was a 10th Prestige level 55 on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, dude, like the original Call of Duty. And then Mitch brought up a good point. So I was gaming all summer. I had Gran Turismo and Call of Duty. That's what I was like playing all summer. And that's when that was when online gaming really popped and was becoming a thing or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then Mitch brought up Modern Warfare 2, and I was one of those fucks that did the hack on their PS3 or whatever, so then we could go in the gamer lobby and I could get everybody the highest prestige that you could possibly go in a matter of 15 seconds.
yeah, you jailbroke your PS3.
Yeah, jailbroke my PS3 and did all that.
We'd hop into lobbies and then do God mode and send us to the top of the map and auto aim and unlimited
end
ammo, and
games-
you would just
dude.
hold the trigger down and you'd kill everyone.
It would end games in 15 seconds, dude.
Wow.
It was like God mode, and it had unlimited ammo, and you didn't have to aim. You just
or reload or anything. Yeah, you
just
pull the
shot
trigger.
your weapon, and it killed everybody.
And it was
dude.
we did it purely just to fuck with people because
Yeah,
it was
dude.
fun.
And there was ways that you could change your. You had to be the host of it for it to
Okay.
work. So there was, I don't know, you could put an asterisk. There was some telltale way you could put like an asterisk in your game, or not. What was it called? Clan tag. Your clan
Clan
tag.
tag.
You could put an asterisk in your clan tag, and if it didn't show up as a asterisk, you weren't the host. But if it did show up as an asterisk, you were the host of the lobby. And that's how it would work or whatever, and people would get so fucking pissed, dude. I mean, looking back, I
understand why they were mad, but we
I
didn't do it
understand.
for too long. It was one of those things that it got boring after like
Yeah.
a couple of weeks of doing it. But for the time being, it was like, this is fucking awesome. We just get fuck with people, you know?
Yeah,
'cause
dude.
We were like, what, freshmen in high
yeah,
school?
dude,
or
yeah.
something?
We were
Just
freshman,
like,
sophomore in high schools. I was,
Yeah.
dude.
Dog
But
fucks.
that almost ruined Modern Warfare 2 on that, because that was when Sony got hacked on the PS3.
Oh,
that was when
yeah.
those like 6 dudes were in a coffee shop and they hacked PSN and like took over the world with it, pretty much. Yeah,
basically tanked Sony for
yeah.
a couple of days
Yeah, you
and
got some
cost them
free-
millions of dollars in damage and everything.
Got some free games from it or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. Dude, you had mentioned Uncharted earlier. You've played all of them, right?
I haven't played all of them, sadly. No.
Do you still have a PS3?
Yes, I do.
If you want to, I have literally all of them.
Okay.
If you want to borrow them.
Because I've played the second and the third, I think.
Okay.
And the fourth one I'd love to get. 'Cause
I
saw
have-
just the
yeah.
physics in that game.
Yeah. The first one,
Mm.
storyline's great, but the gameplay is meh compared to the
Okay.
rest of them because they improved it so much. But the fourth one, like I said, I've got all four. So if you want to borrow them, like
Okay. Hell yeah.
they're just sitting up there gathering
Okay.
dust. Might as well use,
But
them
yeah,
used.
like now we just got. I thought I mentioned on the last one, maybe I didn't, but we got the new Call of Duty.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Sorry that I support China.
Whatever.
But
sometimes you do.
actually,
Tisk.
weird enough, on our last episode,
Mm-hmm.
not the one that we just uploaded, but on our last episode, we have a view from China.
Wow.
Don't ask me if but it's kind. They're on to us, bro. They're on to us. Hey,
Winnie the Pooh's
if
listening.
you guys
Winnie the
don't,
Pooh, baby.
if you
Got
guys
some honey?
don't hear from the podcast anymore, you know why.
We got sent to a fucking gulag in China.
Gulag.
A gulag.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we got the new Call of Duty, and it's really cool because did I talk about this on the podcast? Maybe I didn't. I'm
I
just
think so.
repeating
It
myself.
seems like every map is
Yeah.
familiar.
Yeah, dude, it's
Yeah.
cool.
Hell yeah.
It's dope. What are you guys playing now?
Well,
you got
brother.
that.
That's
What about you?
that and Crash
Oh.
Team Racing and Rocket League and CS:GO. That's about the only games I
Oh
play.
god, there's too many fucking games right now, dude. I
Yeah,
have
you're
games that I haven't-
streaming, dude. How's the stream going?
Stream
Hell
is going
yeah.
great. We're almost done with Witch Hunt.
Okay.
I am.
Hell yeah.
So I killed the witch last Wednesday since Thanksgiving was Thursday,
Yeah, I noticed that.
and she had a spawn of Satan.
Literally.
A literal spawn of Satan. So it's super fucking dark. You get spawned to the middle of the map if you do that, and then the sign breaks, so you can't go straight back to town. So you're stuck there. So here you are in this super dark trying to find this thing. So I just put up some crucifixes, which shoot it at it if it's close. It's a little like winged devil thing. You get to a certain health, and it goes to the lake. When it goes to the lake, it turns into a huge fucking worm that shoots balls and shit at you of fire. It screams at you and brings more enemies towards you. It shoots like spiders. Oh, wait, I already said that. Shoots fire, spiders, and then it shoots poison, and then it does like an insta death to you after you
Holy
get to
shit.
certain. Yeah. So definitely turn in.
Jesus.
It sounds like a harder Doom.
Yes. Yes, it is because you only get one shot, flint, musket, and pistol, and then a sword that does fucking shit.
Fuck
So
And
that.
you're expected to kill this motherfucker?
Yeah, I have it at a quarter health right now.
Oh, do you like save it and?
I
Okay.
save it like a little bitch. And last time, I actually just ran to town because I was like so far, and I was like, screw this, I'm saving so I don't have to redo so much stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, we're almost done with the game, but turn in. Because, yeah, scary games are on the agenda right now for streaming on my PC. And then I've been into PS4. There's like a kind of Dark Souls-esque game that's for free right now, Neo, which is fun, but it's definitely different.
Okay.
And then I actually just grabbed Bloodborne from Dallin, so I'm going to be playing Bloodborne
Okay.
again soon. And then, yeah, Nintendo Switch, it's Breath of the Wild.
Have fun with that, dude. That's a
It's-
fun game.
It's so much fun, dude.
Okay.
I'm
Do you
lost
play
in
it on the big screen or just handheld?
Both.
Okay.
So I'll do it on the screen because it looks nice, and then I'll be like, all right, time to go to bed. So I'll just take up my Switch to bed, and I'm
Nice.
just sitting there like, all right, time to go to bed. Yeah.
Oh.
And then when I'm going off to any places for the holidays this year, yeah, I'm gonna be playing.
Oh, we
Good
keeping
point.
that on the DL or are we gonna
I don't know. We can keep it for another later date. A holiday season.
A holiday season.
Holiday season.
Hello, Taylor.
Hello,
Taylor.
Hello, Taylor.
Um.
Too many games.
Yeah. What were you gonna talk about? You were gonna talk about Vance or what?
So basically, there's new games. So it's Black Friday. I was like, all right, I'm gonna get a Switch, and I kept getting ads for Oculus.
Okay.
I'm like, God damn it! Yes, I do want a VR headset, but I want a Switch first, and then maybe a VR headset. And if I do a VR, it's gonna be the Quest, and a game's coming out from Valve.
Or Valve. I said
Valve.
Vance.
Yeah, you're fine. Valve is coming out with a VR game, Half-Life Alyx.
Yes.
I would recommend you to look this up because it's a very dope ass looking VR.
I was watching it, and it says that it's compatible with like Windows Mixed Reality and Oculus Rift and all that. But because of like the individual finger tracking of the index controllers, and I was watching the way they played it, I'm like, holy shit, this is a legitimate AAA title coming to virtual reality, and it looks amazing, dude. It looks sick.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's basically the in between Half-Life 1 and 2, so it's like Half-Life 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the story of like when I don't know what the enemies are called. I think it's whatever the enemies are called, they're taking over District 13 or something. So it's the whole story of Alex, a side character in Half-Life 2, of how she deals with that.
What is it? What is Half-Life though? Is it like a post-apocalypse?
Oh, shit. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
So Half-Life, I don't even, because I own all of them, but I've hardly played them. Half-Life was a game that was released by Valve that really put Valve onto the map. Would have been like 99, I think, is when the original Half-Life was released.
Yeah.
2000, 2001, sometime in that time frame. Because I know Half-Life 2 was like on the original Xbox and stuff like that, and PC. But it's basically a first-person action adventure shoot-'em-up game that you follow the story of Gordon Freeman, and it's in a post-apocalyptic world with these like aliens that are taking over.
All right.
It's
dope.
really sick.
Sort of the best way to explain it. I know there's probably tons of other people that could do so much better justice of explaining it. But the whole thing with specifically Half-Life, but all of Valve games, a lot of people claim that Valve can't count to 3. All of their fantastic, they have all these great franchises, and they always end on the second one. Half-Life, Portal, Left 4 Dead.
Oh, okay.
They always come up with a sequel, and the sequel is almost always phenomenal. So they're like, where the hell is the third one? So the whole joke for decades has been Half-Life 3.
Half-Life 3.
When's Half-Life 3 coming out? And the last game we got was whatever episode. It's like there was like episodes of Half-Life 2 and stuff that were released a year or so after Half-Life 2 was released. So that's been 15, 16 years since then. Everyone's like, where's Half-Life 3? So now there is another Half-Life game coming out. It's not 3, but it's one of those things. It's like Dr. Dre's Detox. If it ever gets released, it will never live up to the hype.
Yep.
It never will. No matter how flawless it is, it will never be able to live up to the amount of weight.
Dude, honestly, just shout out Dr. Dre. Thank you so much for the views, bro. We appreciate it.
Yeah, send in those beats so we can
Anderson
hear
Paak, though. I mean, Anderson Paak. I did get that.
But
yeah, dude, I feel like Portal would be sick as hell on VR, wouldn't it?
They claim that they have not done anything with Portal in VR because of user testing and the extreme amount of vertigo people get from playing Portal.
Wimps. You fucking soft.
I got vertigo. I remember the first time I played Portal was at Trevor Kwang's place.
Yep. I think that's the only time I've ever played Portal.
Really?
At Trevor Kwang's place.
He had the orange box, which was Half-Life 2, Team Fortress 2. Oh, that's another Team Fortress 2.
Fortress
Team
2.
Fortress 2. There's
Yeah.
another one. Didn't make
okay.
a third one.
Okay.
So the he had the orange box, and I remember the first time playing Portal, I got vertigo from playing it on a little fucking 30-inch tube TV.
True.
So I could only imagine playing it in fucking VR. And, ooh, it'd be fun as shit, and I'd love to, but
But
Yeah, that'd be cool. I think. I don't know. I think I'm really gonna get the PS5 when it comes out.
Yeah.
Because I skipped out on the PS4, Xbox One. I mean, I've never been an Xbox guy, but I don't know. I haven't seen any specs or anything on the PS5, but it's gonna be phenomenal. I don't care.
it's gotten to the point where consoles are no longer really pushing any boundaries. So what you're getting as
Maybe you should just get a VR then. That's what
It's
makes
just
it.
a PC.
No, I mean
Or
what
that
you're
too,
getting
yeah.
is a dedicated gaming platform that is going to run games no matter what. Because that's the one thing I will say about PC gaming. While you will get better frame rates, better load times, better graphics, all of the above, you have to deal with running games on a PC, and games don't always run on PC as well as they do on console. So sometimes all people want to do is put a fucking disc in and play a game. And with
True.
even PS4s and
Updates
Xbox
on
One,
computers.
yeah,
I mean, updates on consoles.
drivers
as well, but
and dealing with people just want to be able to put in a disc and play the game online. And with the PS4s and Xbox Ones, you can use keyboards and mice on them now. So a lot of people that was the whole thing. Will you play on PC to get the advantage for first-person shooters?
Oh
with
shit! You can
keyboard?
play like a game with a keyboard.
Yes, with
No
keyboard. Yes.
shit. So then the cross-platform games you can truly.
You can compete. Yep.
Wow.
So
Shout
that's-
out.
So that's the whole point. Now that's what I mean. Like, consoles are great for. I have $500 and I want to play games, and I want it to play games and nothing but. I already have a computer. I don't want to deck out my computer, and that's what consoles are great for. And I have nothing against that. However, what I'm looking for, I want to be able to get the most out of my gaming, and VR gaming as it stands right now is, while PlayStation has its VR system and there's other things, PC virtual
sure.
reality is where it's at.
Yeah, for
Where's that,
sure.
baby?
I mean, that's 100. Like, I don't think anybody can argue that is the future, dude. Like, VR is
It's,
where it's going to be at. I mean, we're already in a simulation, but we might as well, like,
Dude,
Getting another simulation, dude.
it's
Frick,
totally a
this
is
simulation.
that like Inception?
It is Inception. Yeah,
simulation.
It's simulation instead of a simulation. Just like the simulations.
So yeah, no, I honestly think VR is the future of video games. I don't think it's going to replace traditional like keyboard, mouse, controller sitting in front of a screen. However, especially depending on how these AAA titles, because it's Boneworks and Half-Life Alyx that are coming out. Those are the two big titles that are coming out that are really supposed to push VR to take it to the next step. I really think that this is the new thing with gaming is VR. I don't think it's going anywhere. I know a lot of people were concerned or worried or saying like VR is just a fad. It's not going to stick around. But, owning an Oculus and being able to interact with it on a day-to-day basis and like it's a different type of fun.
And yeah, for sure. And like, and I think Mitch has got a little bit more insight because you do a little bit with it for work. I mean, a lot of it with work. But I think that VR is just like the future, not just video games. I mean, like, there's so like the capabilities, and we talk about it here and there, but like the capabilities that VRs are capable of doing, other than video games, is just as amazing. So it's like, dude, like it's endless.
Yeah. I mean, that's technically part of my job description is virtual reality work.
reality.
I mean, it's at this point, it's nothing more than like guided tours, putting the headset on people and being like, you can walk. It's not one of those like flimsy, hokey roller coaster videos where like you actually interact and move around the model yourself. You get to choose what you get to do. But that's what it is as of now.
You just got to keep going.
I'm really
it's only
looking
getting bigger.
and they have applications where you can actually like build things in VR. Like you can sit here and draw things and build them, and that's what I'm really looking forward to, is being able to take these, this equipment that we work with and design it in VR and being able to place it down and say, like, here's where this product succeeds. This is where it's at. This is the faults, and we can actually, it's
That's
tangible
sick.
now.
That's sick.
So yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
the future, man.
Oh man, dude, I just can't wait until we can be like actually in the game, you know, just like put on like a spotty suit, you know, so you can feel everything, and you can just
Ooh.
like move around, not have to worry about spaces.
I don't know if I want to
grids.
know what it feels like to get stabbed or shot, though.
Shh, dude, it's all just a simulation.
Bro, it's all just a simulation, honestly. I mean, what's our plans, boys? I mean, just kind of wrapping it up here a bit.
I think we got some stuff in the works, you know. I think it's like a little behind the scenes. We were debating on like just streaming something or doing the podcast. Because, you know, it's the holiday season. We just want to relax, kick it with the boys.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, there's not much to do outside
Like,
because
yeah, it's fucking
cold as shit.
Yeah,
So,
bro.
yeah. I think this winter season, keep your eyes open for the Ugly Boy winter.
ugly boy.
Ugly boy winner,
And
bro.
we're gonna be gaming. We're
Yeah.
gonna be streaming gaming.
Yeah, we should start doing that.
And we're gonna be
Nolan-
streaming podcasts.
Ooh.
You need to build a
Ooh.
PC so you can game.
Yeah,
with
Yeah,
us.
dude.
bro. So I would love to do that, but there's this really cool thing called
Money?
fucking money that I don't have
Bills?
to spend. Yeah.
I'll help you build a really cheap PC for the time being.
You want to help pay for it too? Cool.
I mean,
No, I gotta upgrade mine for the next Cyberpunk 2077. Yeah.
Yeah.
RPG.
I mean, I am technically updating my PC next spring,
So
Maybe. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Oh, we'll get her dialed.
Yeah, hell
Worry
yeah,
about
dude.
getting her dialed. I don't know. Just wrapping it up. Keep us in the loop because we're getting more consistent. We're getting better and better
Yeah.
with each podcast.
we took last week off for Thanksgiving and to catch up on the podcast. Those are being released if you haven't noticed.
We're getting them dialed.
Yeah.
Yes.
At the time of this recording, episodes 40 and 41 have been released on YouTube and all of our streaming
Check 'em.
platforms.
Check them.
Check them. Yeah, check them
Like
out.
them. Subscribe.
Check it. Episode 42 is currently being edited. That's hopefully going to be out by tomorrow night, Wednesday the 4th.
Be out?
Yeah, be out.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
Yeah, bro.
We'll get her dialed though.
And then, yeah. And hopefully this episode's up by the end of the week.
Yeah,
Yeah, and merch.
And
I'll
the
work
merch.
on it.
Yeah,
I'll
bro.
work
You
on
need to
it.
work on
I
it.
gotta do designs and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Just keep looking for us. Social media is behind us for everybody that's watching. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
But it's at the QLCP. This is yo boy, Nolan Miller signing off.
This is Mitch Garrett.
And this is Chris Sims, aka Cozy. Hit me up on the Steam, PS4, and Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Till next time. Thanks.
Later.
Stay cozy.